what's under the cover.
This is Sutash, a boat we've sailed on down from Nairn, or from Inverness to Anglesey.
The team from Nairn Sailing Club sailed her down from Inverness. She's owned by a friend of ours, Richard. She's a 65-foot camper Nicholson. She looks fantastic without the covers on.
This is also one of Richard's boats. It's Sir William, I think it's called.
Here's of course an ex-RNLI lifeboat. So while we were in Portihead, we visited some family in a little village called Bourton on the Water.
Got a bit overgrown, this Mini. Where are we?
Bourton on the Water.
Well, why are we here then?
To see two of my sons.
What are we sitting on?
Queen Elizabeth's Diamond Jubilee, is it?
Yeah, so she's now managed her platinum, so that was for the last one.
Always had a lovely paddle in the stream. It is a nice venue.
Mum, Dad, I found some really strange things. I have no clue.
That's a fake.
This.
It's a very cool fake. What else is found?
No, don't pick it out of the roof. We can put it into a bin, can we? Put it on the side then.
And I found a...
Someone's credit card.
So what do you do after you've had a hot day in the village? Well, you visit your favourite fish pond with where our friends live. We visited the fish pond, we went back to Portihead, and there was a jazz band on when we had tea.
What are you going to say today then?
What am I going to say today? We're getting out of the filthy Bristol Channel.
Why do you call it filthy then?
It's always brown. So much sand stirred up in it. It's looking slightly better than it was, but not a lot. We're heading for Scillies Bay.
How far away is that?
About 60 odd miles.
So a long day then.
It's going to be a long day. We're trying to catch up on some speed now. We've got the tide going with us. About 2 knots with this fish.
Well, that should be good. So we've got 2 islands here. We've got Flatholme and Steepholme. So I don't know which one's which. I'm guessing the left-hand one is Steepholme because it's got steep sides, and the other one's got a bit of a flat top to it. We're rattling along, doing, as Mary said, 9 knots. We've got tide with us, we've got sails up, we've got motor on as well, because we need to make a fair bit of progress today. Otherwise we'll not make into Scillies until it's dark. So this is part of our plan to get down to the Scillies. So we're going to try and get out the Bristol Channel in a couple of days around Land's End, and either go to the south coast of Cornwall or go straight over to the Scillies. We'll see what the weather's going to do. So we've got plenty of speed over the ground, 10.7, nearly 11 knots, got good 4 knots of tide and more with us. Yeah, you get an idea of how fast we're going when you see some of the navigation boys out here. That's us doing 10 knots over the ground. see the land behind it moving really quickly past.
Didn't actually make it to Scillies Bay. This is where we stayed. It was Portihead Bay. It's a good anchorage, but very open.
Lovely clear day today. So we're actually going upwind at the moment. We thought we were going to have a run down to Lundy, but the winds decided to change direction, and we spent quite a bit of time figuring out the pull to be able to pull the jenny out, but we're not needing that at the moment, so we're going to leave it just rigged. Well, this is an interesting island we're going to head to. Hoping to stay the night and see what happens. Now this is Lundy Island, right out in the middle of the Bristol Channel. Looks like a nice place to go. We're not sure whether the swell's going to be too bad or the wind conditions, but hopefully we'll be able to stay the night.
So can you tell the difference between the seal and the rock?
I don't see many humans, I don't suppose.
Quite a hill up to the top of the island. It's been inhabited for over 3,000 years, since the Bronze Age. Vikings have been there. The name Lundy means, in Viking, means Puffin Island.
Oh, might be a castle behind that hill. Just going in, Paul. Have a look. Pretty, very pretty. Hello, you lot.
1968 was bought from the Harmon family by a philanthropic businessman, and then leased on to the Landmark Trust for 60 years. They maintain, restore and run the island as a working tranquil retreat and wildlife sanctuary.
3 ships out in the murk. They're in full. Yeah. Are you coming to be brave and saying hello, are you? No? No.
Pink nose.
A pink stripe, huh?
pathway on the top of the island was covered in this crunchy gravel that you can hear under my feet.
Cornish Best, wasn't it? That's right, Cornish Best.
Lots of relics from vessels that have foundered on Lundy.
So what are we up to this morning?
We are just left Lundy. It's about 4 o'clock in the morning. And we are going to try and head straight to the Scillies. See how the weather goes when we get further down. As to whether we zip into St Ives instead. Otherwise it's Scillies, here we come.
So you can see from the navigation computer that we're on a close approach to a vessel. This is what you'd normally use to check your close approach, but electronics has improved that nowadays. This is the closest approach of the car transporter.
Mary out dolphin watching. Had a few visits today. One early morning, one this afternoon, and now, 3 o'clock I think it is.
And this was our landfall in West Porth, Great Ganilly in the Scillies.
So we're off exploring the Scillies now. We arrived last night, got into an anchorage which is okay, but it was a bit rolly with the swell that's coming down. And we're off down to St Mary's to go do some shopping. Going to check out a couple of anchorages on the way. Mary's going to do her nail varnish, and we'll see how we do today. But it is a nice day. A little bit of wind from the northeast, but it looks good today.
This is the main island of St Mary's. We're going to go around the east side of it and then into St Mary's. Looks like there's a scout camp up on the hills there. Great place for a jamboree. And the gap here, I think you can go through there and round to the St Mary's the other direction, but you have to have the tide right. We haven't really checked that stuff yet. It's quite shallow in some places. But a bit of a rolly sea, a little bit of wind behind us. Mary's managed to do her nails successfully, so well done, Mary. That's the end of the runway for the airfield. It just drops off at the end, so I presume if you haven't got enough speed up by then, you're going downhill fast.
This is Mandarin Singapore calling. Mandarin Singapore, this is Falmouth Coast Guard. Go channel 67, over. Copy 67.
So we went ashore at the quay in St Martin's, and you can see where we moored offshore.
Okay, hope you enjoyed the video. It was good to get out of the Bristol muddy channel
Yeah, it was.
and head for Lundy.
Yeah, we loved Lundy. We'd like to go back there, I think, if we ever got the chance.
Definitely could have done with another day to be able
Yeah.
to walk all the way around it. It's quite small.
Yeah, it's quite small,
Unwalkable.
but been well looked after. Fantastic place to go. I'd love to go
Friendly
back there.
lot as well.
Yeah, food was good in the pub as well.
Oh god, yes.
But it was a long trip to get out of the Bristol Channel. We left Portihead and had 60 miles to get to Enon Bay. Another 25 to get to Lundy, and then I think it was
80 or 90 something?
yeah 90
Down
miles.
to the Scillies Isles.
We left 4 o'clock in the morning, but the Scillies Isles, well, they're great, and we'll tell you about those next time.
Definitely. So don't forget to like and subscribe and
Share and do all
share,
that.
click the bell
Click
button.
the bells, all that stuff.
It's all free.
Yeah,
And
enjoy it.
we'll see you next time.
Yeah, we'll see you next time.
Bye.